Well, the champ was beaten in the Melbourne Cup recently, Fernando Bale, but he heads to Ballarat this Friday night looking to take out the Group 2 Energis Ballarat Cup. I'm joined by Simone Fisher. Simone, can the champ bounce back?
I think he can, James. He is outstanding. As we know, $75,000 to the winner. Plus, if he wins, he takes home an extra $50,000 for already having won the Bendigo and Traralgon Cups this year. And he is outstanding, and I think everyone needs to get to the track. He's coming towards the end of his career, so no better time to get out and see him. But, James, plenty happening on Cup night.
Crazy prize money, isn't it? $125,000 if he wins it. That's more than most Group 1 races. So Fernando Bale at Ballarat, it's going to be a big one. Plenty happening on and off the track as well, Simone? That's
right. Lots of kids' activities and competitions and things, so I think get there Friday night.
Yes, indeed. Let's get straight into the box draw. Let's find a winner. Starting with 1 Alpha Zeus for Jeff Britton. 25-28 heat win last outing. Draws the red in the final.
Number 2, Rivergum Drive, has run a 24.90 there, ran 25.14 in the heat. Can be a little bit tardy early, but a good chaser.
I'll let you take the 3. Fernando Bale, the champ. You'll go.
Not much pace around him, James, so hopefully he can begin a little bit better than the Melbourne Cup, but without that pace around him, it does give him an excellent chance of finding the lead.
Now, there wouldn't be too many making a Ballarat Cup with a 25.70 beside their name. That was Ballerino in the heat. Slow early last week, but railed home and did find trouble and ending up running the 25.7.
Unlawful Entry likes to be drawn off the track a bit, but very impressive from the red box at Sandown recently.
Yes, Magic Spring drawn box number 6. Interesting New South Wales sprinter now with Cal Greeno, who's got 2 finalists this year, 25.36 in the heat.
Amaro Bale flew out from the red box in his heat, reliable early.
Shared Equity, likewise, reliable early. 6.41 to the first peak last week. She draws box 8, and the reserves are over limit and shared bonus. Now, Simone, I think the most interesting fact about this Ballarat Cup this year is the fact that Fernando Bale, in the last couple of months, he went 6.45 in the heat, but of all the heat runs, it was actually Shared Equity going the quickest 6.41. So he's not going to be a mile in front early. You wouldn't have thought. Well,
interesting you say that, because the second sections, I think, is what is really interesting, James. You've got Fernando Bale having run an 11.13 down the back, and then Amaro Bale 11.18 and Shared Equity 11.16.
It's one length.
It's only a length, and I think, yes, we expect him to win, but I think if he's got some of these other dogs on his tail, it's going to be a terrific final.
And I think he's probably been lucky in the fact that he's drawn inside of those greyhounds, so he doesn't have to try and cross them. He can just punch up inside of them, because he hasn't, look, against these rivals, he is going to need to jump and not miss the start like he did, of course, in the Melbourne Cup, because if he does, he could be giving, Shared Equity 2 or 3 lengths early. But in saying that, I think Fernando's still strong enough to mow him down.
I think he's just the out-and-out champion, isn't he? And everyone will be there to see him. The box doesn't bother him, and we saw in the Melbourne Cup he missed the start, but he just musters pace like nothing else. And I think that's what really just sets him apart from the others. So he can almost afford to make a few little mistakes, and we do expect him to win, even though he'll probably be $1.20 or something.
We saw that in the heat last week as well. He hit the ground, and once he did hit the ground from the red, he probably was actually beaten out from box 3, probably beaten out by about a neck or so, but then he just accelerated, put up 2 or 3 lengths, and from that point on he was well and truly too good. Reserve for the Ballarat Cup, winding up second in this race, over limit, and the greyhound who ran third in that is a very, very nice type as well. Lunar Eclipse went 21.72, I think, over the short there. So it was a good field, and he easily accounted for his rivals last week. And Simone, will he do it again this week?
I think so. Let's get into tips, James. I'm going Fernando Bale on top. No surprises there. Over number 8, Shared Equity. She's been in a lot of Country Cup finals and has acquitted herself well. Number 5, Unlawful Entry. Very impressive, this chaser. Won the Great Chase and just keeps getting better and better. And number 2, Rivergum Drive. I think a little bit tardy early, but the rails draw will the box 2 will probably suit it.
No,
so,
look, leave that up. I'm going exactly the same. 3, 8, 5 and 2. No point of difference here. I agree fully. Fernando Bale will kick up. I think the pressure's going to come from Shared Equity on the outside. Amaro Bale's going to push to the rail. That'll give Shared Equity a clear run down the outside. So I've gone 3 on top. Fernando Bale ahead of 8, 5 and 2. Unlawful Entry for third. I think he's better drawn out in box number 5 than he was from box number 1. And there's a bit of improvement up his sleeve. Then number 2, Rivergum Drive, who was one of the fastest heat winners last week, 25.15. Drawn to follow the champ, Fernando Bale. And I think that'll round out the top 4 in this year's Ballarat Cup.
Let's hope so, James. Well, our viewers at home, if they click up here, they can get free entry into the Ballarat Cup finals.
Well, so you can't complain with that. Free entry, I mean, that's saving yourself $10 or so, and then you can go straight in, put $10 on Fernando. You might have 14. Look, it could be a big night out at Ballarat, no
think
doubt
so.
about that. Well, make sure you head down to the venue Friday night, Ballarat, for the Group 2 Ballarat Cup, potentially worth $125,000 if the champ Fernando can salute.